Hi friends, in this video we are going to see ratio and proportion chapter in detail. In this ratio and proportion you have varieties of questions ranging from the number of coins present in the bag, or they may ask you questions in the mixture and ratio of milk and water. Okay, so let us try to understand the basics in this ratio and proportion chapter. Suppose if I write A is to B is equal to 1 is to 2, that means I can also take it as A by B is equal to 1 by 2. So this indicates A is 1 unit and B is 2 unit. Don't confuse that B is number 2. It is not number 2, it is 2 units. Okay. So now, for example, varieties of question asked in this ratio and proportion chapter. Suppose if they gave you A is to B is equal to 1 is to 2, B is to C is equal to 1 is to 2. Find the value of A is to B is to C is equal to how much? So this is the question asked. Now look at this question here. If you see this left hand side, B value is common. So I will take B in the center and then A here and then C here. So 1 is to 2. A is to B is 1 is to 2. So I will write 1 here and 2 here under this B. And B is to C is 1 is to 2 again. I will write 1 here and 2 again here. That's it. So now if you take the LCM will be 2, so that B value should be common. If you look at this carefully, B and B are common here, but the numerical values of B is not common. So I have to make this as common. So what number I am going to multiply to this so that I am going to make B as common? I can multiply 1 to this whole bracket. 1 into 1 is 1. Imagine I write here 1 into 1 is 1, 1 into 2 is 2. Now I want to make this B value common. So I can multiply 2 here. So 2 into 1 is 2, 2 into 2 is 4. Now look at this, B value is common, 2 and 2. Now I can take A as 1 unit, B as 2 unit and C as 4 units. That's the value of A is to B is to C. Or else you can try in this way also. The same question, A is to B is to C, that is 1 is to 2 and 1 is to 2. This is nothing but LCM. So the other way of doing this is that this here there is a blank space and here there is a blank space. So in this blank space I'll write this 2 here, and in this blank space I'll write 1 here. So 1 into 1 is 1, 2 into 1 is 2, 2 2s are 4. So 1 is to 2 is to 4, you got the same answer by both the method. So you can follow either of this method in your examination to find the value of A is to B. Fine. Next very important thing that you have to keep in this ratio and proportion chapter is that A is to B, B is to C. Always remember one thing, the first number and the last number will get multiplied, that means A and C. So A into C, and you know B into B you get B square. We can assume that this is a formula. You can take it as a formula also, B square is equal to AC. So sometimes they will ask you the mean, or the mean is so much, what is the first term or what is the last term. So question will be based on this formula also. So you have to keep this thing in mind. Next type of questions, a basic kind of question. Imagine P is to Q is equal to 3 is to 2. So what is the value of 2P plus Q divided by 2P minus Q? What is the value of this ratio? They are asking this. I know that P by Q can be written as 3 by 2. P by Q can be written as 3 by 2. P is 3 units and Q is 2 units. So substitute here 2 into 3 plus 2 divided by 2 into 3 minus 2. So now this becomes 6 plus 2, 6 minus 2. That means 8 by 4. 4 ones are, 4 twos are. I get the answer as 2 by 1, or you can say 2 is to 1, or 2 is also sufficient. Fine. So these are some basic things that you need to know for the ratio and proportion chapter. Now let us try to solve a word problem, and easiest word problem, or you can say with this word problem you can understand different varieties of word problems also. So the question goes here, in a college there are 2,500 students. In a college there are 2,500 students. The number of boys and girls are in the ratio are in the ratio 3:2? This is the question given, and you need to find number of boys, and second, find number of girls. Imagine these are the two questions. Now to solve this question there are varieties of method. Let us try to solve all different methods. So here they have given the total as 2500 students. Okay, now I am going to find the number of boys first. They have given the ratio boys to girls is 3:2, that means total 5 units. So now I am going to find the first part of the question, number of boys. So for number of boys, what I am going to do, we know that boys are 3 units. So 3 divided by the total units into the total number of students. So 5 ones are, 5 500s are, 3 into 500 will give you 1500 boys in this college. Next, imagine if they are asking for girls, you can just directly subtract it. 2500 minus 1500, you get girls as 1000. Otherwise, imagine if the number of boys are not given, only number of girls are asked. You can do it in this method also. Number of girls is equal to girls ratio divided by the total ratio into total number of students 2500. That means girls ratio is 2 units. So 2 divided by 5 into 2500. So 5 ones are 5 into 100, 2 into 500 is 1000. 1000 number of girls are present in the college. So this is how we are going to do one method. The other method is called as unitary method. The unitary method is also almost the same. The number of unit of boys is 3 and the number of unit of girls is 2, and I know 3 plus 2 gives me 5 units. So 5 unit is equal to, this I consider 5 units is equal to 2500 students. Okay, so if I want to find the number of boys, if 5 unit is 2500, 3 units is equal to how much? Now you can cross multiply. X is equal to 2500 into 3 divided by 5, you get 1500, that is the number of boys. And for number of girls, you are going to multiply. 5 units is 2500 students, so 2 units is equal to how many? So again the same, that is 2500 into 2 divided by 5, you get 1000. So number of girls you get 1000. This is one